Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Sports with Lawrence. I'm excited to connect with you here once again after a long time of personal videos. So good to see you again. Today I want us to discuss on the Super Falcons list that was released for Cameroon friendlies. The friendly game is the build up to the WAFCON 2026 preparation. So initially it was supposed to be a four-nation tournament involving Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Senegal, and Nigeria. But for whatever reason, the tournament was cancelled. So yeah, NFF in their wisdom thought it nice to organize maybe kind of warm up and friendly game to prepare the Super Falcons for WAFCON 2026 that will be holding still in Morocco. Okay, so a list of players were invited, and then we're going to discuss these players now, their invitations. So they were invited for the friendly games. The coach will have the opportunity to test new players, also to test players that probably were mostly on the bench for him at the last WAFCON to see what they have to offer. And then at some point, a final shortlist for the WAFCON 2026 will be released. Some of the players that were invited for this particular friend list, to be honest, might not make the list. Some might make, but we will see. So it depends on them to prove to the coach why they need to be in Morocco. So interestingly, Ngozi Okobi has been invited back to the Super Falcons after like 3 years of not being with the Falcons. Yeah, I remember quite clearly that she had a baby at some point, and then she never had a club at some point. But then she plays now in Canada, and then she has gotten an invitation back to the Super Falcons. Whether her invitation was deserving or not, we will see. So, Precious Christopher as well, who plays in Tanzania. She has been dominating the Tanzanian league for quite some time now. She finally got her call up to the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Very interesting. We'll see what kind of player she is during the friendlies. Hopefully, if she gets to start or feature for a couple of minutes. And then the last new invitee is Fatima Oloko of Abia Angels. She's a goalkeeper, plays in the Nigerian Women's National League and WSL. So yeah. Okay, so she plays for Abia Angels. I think she's a good goalkeeper. She has been invited. And guess what? Monday Gift is back, a player for Washington Spirit in the USA. So let me run down through the list of the invited players for this friendly game. So we'll start with the goalkeeper. So Chiamaka Nadozie, of course, our ever reliable goalkeeper, Chiamaka Nadozie, who plays for Brighton in the UK, England precisely, was invited. And then we have a new invitee as well, Comfort Erapo of Portsmouth. I've been hoping that Comfort will be invited to the national team because I believe she's a very good goalkeeper. And I was scared that we might lose her to England. So I'm quite happy and excited that she has been invited this time around. And then she's coming. So Comfort Erabo of Portsmouth ladies in England. And then Fatima Oloko of Abia Angels. Andaline Mbechi of Rivers Angels. These are the 4 goalkeepers that were invited for the Cameroon friendlies. And for defenders, we have our veteran defender, Osinachi Ohale, who has served the Super Falcons for so many years. She plays for Pachuca in Mexico. She was invited. Shukurat Oladipo, who I believe is the future of the Nigerian Super Falcons central defense, was invited. She plays for AS Roma in Italy. Michelle Alozie, of course, you know her already, who plays for Olivia in the US. Ashley Plumpter, Etihad Ladies in the Saudi Arabia. Glory Okmona, she has not been in Super Falcons for quite a very long time and plays for Kiryat in Israel. She used to play for Turkey. I think she played in Turkey for quite a long time before she moved to Israel. She was invited as well. Then Oluwatosin Damehin of Galatasaray was invited. Sikiratu Issa plays for Netanya in Israel was invited. And lastly, Chidinma Okeke, who plays for Club America in Mexico, was invited. So these are the list of defenders that were invited for the friendlies. Who do you think was not invited that should have been in the list, and who do you think did not deserve the call-up among the defenders? Let me have your thoughts in the comment section, and then let's see. Please tell us why you think that the person should have been invited or the person should have not been invited. For midfielders, we have our veteran midfielder Halimatu Ayinde, who plays for Christian Lustron in Sweden. She has been in Sweden for quite some time. She was invited. And of course, like I spoke earlier, Ngozi Okobi was invited as well. She plays for Ottawa Rapids in Canada. Her invitation, to be honest, is controversial. Okay, so many believe that she has not played enough game for her new club. She has, in fact, many believe that she has been without a club for quite a long time, and then when she got back to football, she has not played enough games to deserve her invitation. Of course, we know who she is or who she has been for the Super Falcons of Nigeria over the years, but many believe that her invitation was not deserving. Many believe that we've gone past Ngozi Okobi, and I actually really do share the same sentiment as well. But then there's an opportunity for Ngozi to prove to many people like me that do not believe that her invitation was deserving, that she deserved to be here. So we will see. So yeah, Ngozi was invited. Deborah Abiodun of Washington Spirit, who plays in the same club with Monday Gift, was invited. Jennifer Echegini of Paris Saint-Germain. Christy Uchebe of SL Benfica in Portugal. And then Precious Christopher of Yanga Princess in Tanzania. These are the midfielders that were invited. For the attackers, or for the forward players, we have Rashidat Ajibade. Our captain plays for PSG in France. It's invited. Chiwendu Ehezue Pachuca in Mexico. Monday Gift Washington Spirit in the US. Joy Omewa Nottingham Forest new signee in England was invited. Esther Okoronko, the player that many people felt she should have been named the AFCON player of the tournament. Of course, very influential for our 10th title campaign in Morocco. Okay, she plays for AFC Toronto in Canada. She was invited. For Lashade Ijami Lucy, I personally love this player. She plays like a lion up front. She chases every ball. She's aggressive in the front. She is a nightmare to defenders. She does not give defenders rest. I'm happy that she also returned. Of course, you expect her. She was, I think, one of the core players in our last title campaign in Morocco. So, I was invited. She plays for Liaoning Shenyang in China. And lastly, Omorin Shola Babajide of AS Roma in Italy was invited. Among these players, who do you think should have been invited and was missing? And who do you think should not have made the list in the first place? Remember, this is just a friendly game, a warm-up game for Morocco 2026 WAFCON. I believe that a good number of these players would not actually make the list. Yeah, of course, maybe most of them will make the list, but yeah. So notable omission were Assistant Oshoala, who plays for Al Hilal. Yeah, Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. She was not invited. I don't know why. Maybe she was injured, or the coach felt that he knows her too well, so he doesn't need to test her again. I don't know. And then Tony Payne. I think Tony Payne is currently injured for Everton women in England. I think she's currently injured. She didn't play in their last two games. She was not even in the lineup. I think I remember I watched the game where she was injured. I remember she was injured. She was subbed off before the end of the game. I remember she was injured. But I don't know how long the injury will last. So hopefully she will make the WAFCON list. We will see. We will see. But then she's one of the notable omission in the list. I was sincerely thinking that the coach would draft a couple of players that are currently from our under-20 team. There are players that I think the coach would probably want to begin to integrate them, because now they're the future of the Falcons. But yeah, the coach knows why he didn't invite any of those players, but we will see. Players like Joy Ibokwe, who is a defensive midfielder. I think we have a lot of defensive midfielders in the team already. Abiodun, Deborah, and Ayinde, Alimatu Ayinde, of course, Christy Ochebe, defensive midfield. Okay, I think we have a lot, so maybe probably there's no need. Yeah, I would have loved to see Janet Akekerewomi. Is that name correct? Did I call it correctly? But then she's injured, so unfortunately she's injured. I strongly believe that she's a Super Falcons material from the under-20 women's national team. But then she's currently injured, and then I think the injury will take her out for quite a long time. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think she badly twisted her ankle in the first leg game. First leg or second game? Yeah, one of the games against Senegal. Okay, one of the World Cup qualifying games against Senegal under 20. So she was injured badly, and then she will be out probably for a very long time. We will see. But yeah, these are the players that were not invited, and I think that, yeah, on a good day they'll make the squad. So let us know the players that you wish should have been invited and the players that you wish should have been dropped from the Cameroon friendlies. So the friendly is going to take place in Yaoundé, Cameroon. It's going to be a two-leg friendly that will take place. Yeah, I will share details with you right on this video. And then do well to support the girls, support them, and then hopefully we get two wins against Cameroon in both legs, and then set the tune for our title defense in Morocco. Super Falcons will be going for their 11th title, a record 11, the most successful football national team in Africa, male and females. Okay, so they'll be going for their 11th title in Morocco, yeah, later this year. I will share the details with you right on the screen as well. Yeah, we will see. So good luck to the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I wish you the best in this game against Cameroon. Cameroon has been a tough opponent to us. Mostly we always beat them, but they've been a tough opponent.